Are you new to Fortnite? Are you struggling to get over that initial learning curve? Well, I got 5 mistakes you can avoid right now that, if done properly, can instantly make you a better player. Next on the Noob.
How you feeling, baby? That's how I'm feeling, baby. That's how I'm feeling, baby. Girl, you got the
So if you're new to Fortnite, Fortnite is a battle royale FPS video game made by Epic Games. It came out in 2017 and it shot to superstardom.
Outstanding.
It is probably the most popular FPS in the world right now. I'm going to give you guys 5 mistakes to avoid for beginners in Fortnite. When the game opens up, you're on a bus flying over an island. And you're going to drop off on this island, and the goal of the game is going to be 100 players. And you have to get there, loot, get your guns, get your health, get your energy, kill off everybody till you're the last person standing. The goal is to get the victory royale.
Yes! Yes!
Which is to be the last person standing. The first mistake that people make with this is they jump off right into the middle of the island because they think it's more loot, more things to grab right there. Some people are zealous for combat. The average person is going to jump off in the middle, jump off where they think the most loot is. That's a mistake if you're new. What you want to do is stay on the bus longer. Stay to the end of the island. And there's a couple benefits to this, okay? You avoid conflict if you're new. If you're just getting your skills up, you're able to survive longer because you're not in as many conflicts. So you can get down, you get your loot and different things faster without getting killed. If you drop in the middle and it's like 40 people drop in the middle, you're running in getting loot with people and it says who could get their gun first and shoot each other. You say, so you're dropping in a place where you're not in too much of a rush. You're able to loot real quick, get you a gun, get your stuff, and get set up for your first conflict. Gives you more time to adjust, and you get to avoid conflict and get set up for the conflict. That gets your gun and everything you need then. Also, what this does for you is during that time, you're at the end of the map and you're working your way back towards the middle. So you drop off at the end of the map, the last place for the bus to drop you. Then you work your way towards the middle. During that time, people are picking each other off during then. You see what I'm saying? So by the time you get to some conflict, you're probably in the bottom 75, bottom 50. Sometimes even the bottom 25. It just depends. So that gives you a higher chance of becoming the victor because you don't have to kill as many people. Now, if you like the running gun style, just going out, shooting and getting killed, then go for it. But this is for beginners who don't know the game that well, who are still learning how to shoot, learning how to aim, learning how to build, different things like that, learning what guns to use. So number 2, don't panic shoot. Okay, this is the thing. Like, you see somebody that's shooting at you and you just start rambling off around. This is the thing. On Fortnite, the shooting mechanism is a little different. You're going to shoot, and most of the time, your shots aren't going to be on. Like, you can be aiming at somebody and you're shooting sporadic. Majority of the time, those shots are going to be not on point. Okay, they're going to be off shots. And the mechanic in the game will tell you that. Like, if you ever do any practice or any target practice, you'll see that shots don't go straight on. They're kind of sporadic all over the place. So you can shoot 5 shots, 4 of them will be off. So how that works is if you use your sight, the first shot you shoot will be dead on. The rest of them will be off to the side, off to the left, off to the right. So they're not going to be dead on when you're shooting sporadic like that. So the best thing to do is stay calm, aim, and shoot. And take your time shooting. Because the first shot to be on, so we're just spraying all over the place. A lot of the time, you're not hitting anything, especially when you're shooting from a distance. That's not going to work most of the time. So don't panic shoot, relax. Use your scope. The first shot is usually dead on. Okay, the rest of the shots will be off if you're shooting sporadically. So you want to take your time shooting because it'll be a more accurate aim in that. And also when you're shooting, you want to stay moving. Because it's such a sporadic aim with the multiple shots, they're not going to be dead on. But a moving target is always harder to hit. So you want to stay moving like in a circular motion side to side. So what I want to say the best thing to do is crouch and shoot. Zigzag and moving to the side. Make yourself a harder target to hit when they're shooting at you because they have to zoom in on that sight. But if you're moving, you see what I'm saying, then it's harder to just zoom in on you. And you're moving from side to side, so it's harder to hit you. Third tip, learn to build. Okay, this is what separates noobs from intermediate. A lot of the times noobs come into the game, nobody's building anything because they don't know how to. The best thing you can do for yourself is come in and then learn to build. Building provides extra cover and shielding for you. So you can build up you run across somebody, instead of panicking and shooting, throw up a wall real quick. Bam. Okay. Now they have to shoot through that wall to get it or come around. Now you have the advantage because you know they're coming around. Okay. So if you learn to build, you can build structures up, to the side, to the right, and you get that extra shield that you need. And then if you're building it up, then you always have the high grounds. You always have advantages in battles when you take the high ground. So learning to build will put you ahead in the skill-based matchmaking of the game. And the skill-based matchmaking of the game is just this. They put you in battle royales with people of the same skill set. So if this is your first day playing, you're going to play in with a bunch of people who will have their first time playing. Level 3s all play together, or level 1s and level 5s all to play together. You're going to play with those. So usually people coming in don't know how to build. They just want to get in and shoot. But if you know how to build coming in, then you have distinct advantage of taking out a lot of these noobs that come into the game. So learning to build is very important when it comes to the skill-based matchmaking. For one, it's great protection. It's going to advance you past all the noobs. And like I said, it's protection. It protects you from fire. So it's like you're throwing up a shield. Number 4, don't loot right away. So the thing is, you kill people and you want to just grab and see what they got, right? The problem with that is you're being overzealous. So once you knock somebody out, let me see what they got right there. You don't know who's watching you from a distance. And a lot of times it's going to happen in the game. You kill somebody, you go over the loot, and then you get killed. Or you kill right after you kill somebody, somebody kills you. Because they're sitting watching. Because what experienced players are going to do, they're going to see you guys into a firefight. Why would I go in and try to kill 2 people at one time? I'm going to wait here. Let one get knocked off. When he goes in for the loot, I'm going to come right behind him and pop, knock him off. Because he's not paying attention. You're trying to get loot. You see what I'm saying? You probably don't have your gun up. You're not paying attention to what's going on around you. You're just looking like, okay, do I need this? Do I need this? Oh, they had this. Especially when it comes to items and different things that are really cool that you want. Like, oh, he has this. And you're surprised at that. And your attention is on that. And somebody else is coming around, knock you off. And also, if you don't loot right away, you can use that loot right there as a trap for somebody else to come along. Because what we usually do, we get on there, we see loot, let me see what's over here, you see? And you use that as a trap, and you could hide off in the distance, and you could pick somebody off easily like that, you see? Especially if they got good items. So you want to shoot, back away a little bit, give it a little breathing room, and make sure you're not being spotted or not being watched by anybody else. And then you go get the loot and what you want. Or you can leave it there, you can camp somewhere and wait for people to come past and knock them off like that. And this is probably a big one. I know you come across this in Fortnite all the time. Rushing around the corners. You come around the corner, somebody's coming around the corner, exact same time you're coming around the corner, y'all run past each other. And then you have to turn around and try to shoot them. This thing, you shouldn't be rushing around corners because you don't know what's around the corner. It's a shootout. But like I said, people just want to have fun. They jump on the game. So they're going to make this zealous mistake. You're trying to get the jump on somebody, yeah. But if you don't know what's around the corner, you could run it right around the corner and get caught off guard. So what you want to do is take your time around those corners, aim around those corners, and be strategic with your gameplay. And that's what it's mostly about. Don't rush and run around with your gun, because then you have to stop and pull up your gun. You see? You're running, you have to stop and then aim and shoot. But if you're casually, moving around the corner already, you already got your sight up, you got your scope up. You're ready to shoot before they're ready to shoot. Because the difference between a noob and someone seasoned is their ability to be patient. I know it's 100 of them here. Okay, now it's 50 of them. I know this circle is closing in. I'm going to come across somebody eventually. Now, you want to go in, you want to get, you're rushing because you want to get the kill count up or whatever the reason is. You can be zealous on those things, but that's not going to get you the victory royale, unless you're playing against a lot of people who are worse than you. Because the seasoned people are going to say, okay, you can run around trying to kill. I'm going to just wait for you to kill all these people off. Then I'm going to just knock you off. Seasoned players and more veteran players are a little more patient. So you want to be strategic in that and know your enemy, you see? So if I know that I'm new, it's skill-based matches, so I'm going to be playing with people who are kind of on my level. I know the mistakes I usually still make. I'm trying to cut those out. That's going to get me to the next level even faster, okay? Those are the 5 mistakes to avoid for beginners in Fortnite. 1, stay on the bus longer. Don't panic. Learn to build. 4, don't loot right away. And 5, don't rush around the corners. Hope you guys use these tricks in your next Fortnite game. This has been your boy Noob Prince. Love and light to y'all, and I'll see you next time on the Noob.
I like to stand.